And number 9, to see the pulpit as a sacred place, not to be profaned or used for personal advantage. Standing in front of people to speak to them is a great privilege I have. It's a powerful thing to have people sit in front of you, listening to you like you're doing right now. And that privilege is very easy to abuse. Because if we don't understand the privilege and the grace that allows us to do what we do, we would use the pulpit as our place of authority and power. And if you've been around me for a while, you know that as a general practice, I say very little about myself in the pulpit, except rare occasions when it is necessary to say something to encourage people. When I talk about something related to me, I always want to use it to point to what Christ has done in my life. I don't use the pulpit to demonstrate how powerful I am, spiritually or in any other way. I don't use the pulpit to address my personal needs, no matter what they are. If I'm going through something personally, I will not talk about them in the pulpit. I don't use the pulpit to promote my family. And I scarcely mention my family in the pulpit. I mean, people know my wife because once in a while I say nice things about her, which every husband should do. And I want to provoke the men to say nice things about their husbands too, their wives. But beyond that, I don't say much. People don't, apart from those who have been in this church for a long time, they don't even know my children. They don't know the names of my children. They don't know where they are. I will never come and talk about my children. If they get an award, I will not talk about it. If they don't get an award, I won't talk about it. Because, those who brag about their children, oh, my children, my daughter got the first prize. What about the one who bombed? Are you going to come to the church and say, my child, oh, he bombed the thing? I mean, no. So my children are not a subject of my ministry to God's people. So you don't hear about my family, you don't hear about my personal life, and it's a choice. It's not that nothing is happening, it's just a choice, because I have to choose that this pulpit is not about me. I don't use this pulpit to settle quarrels. You will not hear me blasting you, although sometimes you are blastable, but I don't come to church. You feel like giving it to them. Sometimes people say, Pastor, give it to them. I don't do that. So I come to encourage you because life is giving you bad stuff already. You don't come to church and the pastor is hitting your head too. Life is already tough. My desire is to help you know that this God you serve is a good God, that he can lift you up and that he can bless you and prosper you. So I consider the pulpit as a very sacred place. It's a sacred desk behind which I stand to do my job. And although it is my pulpit in the church, it is God's place. And I must seek very intentionally to represent him. I must use words that glorify him. I must use language that glorifies him. I must use temper that glorifies him. I cannot come and manifest anger and frustration on you, because that's not what this pulpit is for. So I will, and I pledge, and I believe in these 40 years, I have tried very hard to honor the pulpit and never to dishonor it. And because I take the pulpit so seriously, I am also very selective about who comes to my pulpit. They also have to be people who respect the pulpit and don't come and abuse it and use it in a self-centered way, in a selfish way, in a profane way, and use very profane words and all of that. And it's important. Now, sometimes people feel when a pastor talks in a certain way, he's being real. But profanity is not real. Profanity is profanity.